Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. I wanted to film this one a bit differently. So this is not a strategy, this is not a guide. This is just simply me talking or reflecting and explaining something I've been thinking about lately and something I've also discussed with a couple of people that I've been trading with. And it is also something that I've personally felt or lived and that I still feel from time to time, even though I've been trading for multiple years now. The truth is, most of what you see online about trading is either over optimized to make you think it is way easier than it is, way faster than it is, or either completely fake. But nobody really tells you how long it really is and how hard it will be. It won't be extremely hard or necessarily hard um, as a process, but you will find it hard. And that's mainly about psychology, emotions. And I'd say these are the things that separates good from bad traders or traders that are able to continue growing their account over time from traders that quit or that just resign from trading. And it's not just about being profitable, right? I've been profitable in my first trading year. So I've said this a couple of times before, but when I started trading, I've blown a $2,000 account, which was pretty much my entire account at that time. And then I started again. I just doubled down. I had some help. I knew a guy that taught me and helped me. And then I was profitable my first year, obviously with some help with a lot of studies. I was studying for hours per day for multiple weeks, months. And after 6 months, it kind of started to click. And then I started being somewhat constantly profitable. And it just kept going better and better. But what I want to talk about today is not just about being profitable, because sometimes profitable traders go on drawdowns. Profitable traders go on cold streaks or red streaks. And, it's very normal. And a lot of people or aspiring traders or people that want to start trading, I don't think they realize how it can impact your mental, I guess. As a trader, you're supposed to be okay with this, right? It is supposed to be normal, and it is normal. But as a mentor, because I have my own trading group that I mentor people in, I've realized some things that I might have thought differently at first. Personally, as a trader, I don't mind cold streaks because I know that even if I have a red week or even sometimes a red month, which happens, by the way, from time to time, I don't mind at all because at the end of the year, I'll be green. And from years to years, even from 10, let's say 10 years from now, well, I'll still be green and I still would have made money, hopefully, in pretty much every single year because my accounts compound over time. But people or newer people in the game actually don't think that, or they know that, but it's hard to accept. And it's hard to accept because, well, there's multiple reasons. First reason is that they think they're going to come into trading and have a recurrent income, or that they're going to be able to generate, for example, all right, well, I'll aim for $100 a day or for $1,000 a week, 5,000, $10,000 a month, whatever it is. And obviously, there's a lot of variations in trading. It's never the same. You can average out if you look at your what you made for a year and you average out for a monthly or a weekly, you can sort of determine how on average you make per month or per week, even per day. But it's never the same. It will pretty much never be your average unless you cap yourself out, which I don't recommend because you slow down your compounded growth. Another thing is that Well, people don't like losing money. And even myself, right? I don't like losing money. Of course, I would prefer to be green every single day and to win all of my trades, but it's not possible. And yes, you can be a very, very good trader. You can keep growing as a trader, but it will be very hard to see that and to realize that you're growing as a trader, that you're getting better, that you're becoming a better trader, because the only real thing that you can sort of look at is your return. But even if your execution is perfect and you follow your strategy and your strategy is proven, back tested, and your edge is on the winning side for the long term, well, your returns are quite heavily affected by the overall market. And the overall market is something you can't control. What you can control is your emotions and your execution and your strategy, your edge, basically. But what you can't control is the market, how the market behaves, what type of stocks or outside news, for example, right? Earnings reactions. You can control these sort of things. And even if you're an excellent trader, right? The best trader on the planet, let's say, you still can't control the market. You can try to predict it, which I don't recommend because, I mean, there's a lot of things that can actually affect the market that you might not consider. But again, you can't control the market, which will affect your results, your daily, weekly, even monthly, even yearly results, right? Because at the end, even if it's a couple of red weeks in a year, it slows down your compounded growth, which lowers your yearly average or your yearly returns. So your returns will never be the same, even if you're getting better as a trader. And in fact, the more your account grows, the harder it is to make bigger returns. But what I mean there is, well, there's the emotional fact, right? The more money you have, the more you get stressed about that money. But there's also liquidity issues. And again, small cap stocks, at a certain point, you don't need to trade those anymore. But when you have a multi, let's say tens of $1 million portfolio, it's pretty hard to trade smaller to mid caps. Maybe mid caps depends on the liquidity, but you kind of are forced to trade bigger caps. And usually, well, they tend to move slower. I'm not gonna get into details, but just to say that overall, it is you'll never make the same returns. You can make a 50% year, then 150% year, then back to a 50 or even 20% year, whatever it is, right? Just to say that your returns will always change, right? Even if you're getting better as a trader. And with that being said, it kind of made me see that it's very hard to realize how much you're growing as a trader and how good you're getting at it, I guess, other than your returns. What I used to do was to journal my trades. I used to journal every trade, right? At first, I didn't really believe into it. And even when I was doing it, I kind of forced myself to do it at first. And then I wasn't just including, um, the number of shares, the price, and why I took the trade. I was also including my emotions. So how I felt during the trade, how I felt before entering, if I had conviction, if I was hesitant, and how I felt after closing the trade. Was it a good trade? If it stopped me out, how did I feel? Right? So I was including both my execution and then my emotions, I guess. And at the moment, I mean, it kind of was relaxing to do so. But the real magic happens when you look back at it. A couple of months, even year, 2 years later, you look back at your old trading journal and you see that you took this trade on this day for whatever reason. This is your entry, and you felt that way. And now you don't feel these ways. You don't feel this way anymore when you take trades. It doesn't stress you out, or even if it still stresses you out, or you're still getting anxious when you look at trades, you know that you still follow your strategy, or you don't get out of the position out of FOMO, you don't enter, you don't chase anymore. And well, you maybe you used to do these things and now you don't. And even if you're having a worse year or a worse month, you're better as a trader. You see that you progressed as a trader. Your emotions are normal. Um, you're being more stable emotionally as a trader and within positions. And it kind of made you realize that you're doing a lot better than you actually think. And even now, I don't journal as much as I used to do, but when I feel the need to do so, I still do from time to time. And maybe in a couple of months, maybe in a year, I'll look back at my journal and I'll still see my progression. It probably will make me proud, but you only can achieve that by starting today or by having the right mindset. And another thing that kind of helped me detach from the money or being less emotional about my trades is that I don't take money out of my trading account. And a lot of people are actually surprised by that. And the reason why I don't take money out of my trading account is very, very simple, right? The more money you have in trading, the more money you make. It's a game of percentage. So if you make 10% on a $100,000 account, well, that's $10,000. But if you make 10%, that exact same 10% on $200,000 account, that's $20,000. And the more you keep getting, the more you keep compounding your growth by these percentage, you won't really see it on a short term, but month after month or year after year, it will differ a lot. And I mean a lot. Let's say you make 100% per year on your trading account every year for 5 years. This is very unlikely assumptions, but it's an easy example to understand. Let's say you start with $10,000. First year, 100%, you make $10,000. Then your account is at $20,000. Second year, you make 100% again, $20,000. Your account is now at 40,000. Third year, you're at $40,000 at the beginning of the year. You make 100%, you're now at $80,000. Fourth year, you make $80,000 again, 100% of your $80,000 account. And then the fifth year, which you now begin at $160,000, well, you make another 100%, which is $160,000. You're now at $320,000. So we went from 10,000 to $320,000 in just 5 years of making 100% per year. Now, let's say you take out that 100% that you made per year. So first year, you make 100%, you make $10,000. Second year, you make 100%, you make again $10,000. After 5 years, you would have made $50,000 instead of $310,000. Now, when I say I don't take money out of my trading account, obviously I understand that a lot of people actually are not in financial position to do so. I am blessed to be where I am today, and I took out, I think twice, money out of my trading account, which one of them was to buy a car, which I ended up not buying. So I just kept that money and lived off of it for a bit. And then the second time was to put money into my investment account, into my long-term investment account, which is heavily dividend oriented. Why? I'm very young, so why dividend oriented? Exactly because my growth is in my trading account. So my dividend oriented portfolio long term enables me to have sort of a recurring income and to live off of it. Obviously, I also have other sources of income, but I made these investments because I wanted to keep money into my trading account. I did not want to take money out of my trading account. At a certain point, when you have five, $10 million portfolio, if you take 10, 50, maybe not 100, but let's say $50,000 amount out of a $5 million portfolio, it really won't make that much of a difference. That means that at a certain point you can do so. You can take money out of it without being guilty, without any major repercussions. But that's only when you start to have a very big, high seven figs, maybe eight-figure portfolio. And I mean, I'm not there yet. It will come, but I'm not there yet. So for now, I'm focusing on my growth. And don't worry, I live pretty well still out of other investments and businesses that I'm actively into. But trading is my main focus. And this is exactly why I don't take money out of it, because it grows much faster year count over time. And again, if you need to take money out of it, well, you don't really have a choice unless you might take another job or have another side hustle. But if you can keep your money into your trading account and you're consistently profitable, well, do so. You'll just grow your account a lot faster. And doing so actually helped me a lot as a trader. And it helped me in a way that I don't touch this money, right? I don't take money out of my trading account. So whatever happens in there, I don't mind. I don't need it. And now I don't even see it as money anymore. I just see it as numbers. But all of that happened because I keep my money in there. And again, obviously it takes time. It takes experience in the market, and you'll have to live through fluctuations to kind of be able to accept it after some time. And again, it's very normal, right? It's normal to be stressed about money because everything revolves around money. Even health revolves around money. Friendships can revolve around money as well. Relationships can also revolve around money. I'm not saying that for everyone, but I'm saying that it does happen. So money is very important, especially in today's world. So it is normal to be stressed or anxious about money. Personally, I even don't like losing money. And I guess that you don't as well. I guess I'm not sure where I was exactly going with this video. I had some things I wanted to talk about, which I did, but it kind of went off road a bit, which I'm not mad about. It was a lovely conversation that I had. And I hope you guys are still watching at this point. If you are, let me know in the comments. It will make me happy. I like reading comments and responding comments. I actually respond to all of them. So whatever your comment is or whatever your opinion is, let me know and I'll try answering. I'll try my best to answer. I also noticed that around 75% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel. So if you guys are still watching my video but are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Just hit that button. It's free. It supports me. And if you like some of these videos, well, you'll even see more of them. And if you tell me what you think about my videos in the comments, I can even make them better for you, or I can even improve. And right now I mean, you guys can't see, but it's dark outside. It's 8 p.m. in Montreal. It's fall. And I mean, we're Friday. I'm posting this video on Sunday. And I think Sunday that I'm posting this video, I think it is snowing for the first time this year. So maybe it will be a snowy day when you guys watch this, or at least maybe for me. That was pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. Again, the link to the Discord will be in the description. Feel free to ask me questions. Feel free to come trade with us. I also started live trading every day. So I trade live in the Discord, but maybe I'll start filming my live trades and then posting them after on my YouTube channel so you guys can see how I trade live every day. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, lock in, stay disciplined, and I'll see you in the next one.